believe you're right. It's Sunday night. I think it's the Beacon Net. Pre-check-in start in a few minutes. So I'll get out of here. But it's nice yelling at you. You have a blessed day, my friend. KJ5, CUH.
And thanks for coming back. WB4AZ clear. Leighton.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
All right, there's the girl. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net pre-show. My name is Dustin. My call sign is KD8EPC, and I will be your pre-net control for the Beacon Net tonight. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390, the positive offset appeal tone of 114.8, Allstar Node 48496, and EchoLink W8WKY at -R. Let's see, this is a directed net, and all traffic must pass through net control. All stations are welcome to check in. I will be your pre-show net control for tonight, as I just said, and we're going to get some check-ins here, and then Eric will knock them out here at the top of the hour. But before we do any of that, I'm going to break for any emergency or priority traffic. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic, we're going to start here with what our good friend Just Nick calls the Mickey Mouse roll call. Check with the net control team, see how they're sounding, then we'll take a couple of rounds of check-ins here, and we'll go and see who's going to stick around and who's just getting their ticket punched. So let's start here right at the top with the net control for the evening, and Logger and main trivia doing most of the work tonight. K8VZA, Eric, good evening, how you doing?
KD8EPC, KE8VZA here, doing well there, Dustin. Good to hear you tonight. I'm ready to roll. Got a trivia question locked and loaded, and Netlogger's up and running, and that's all I have for now. Take it away, Dustin.
W8WKY.
All right there, Eric. Well, thanks for doing, like I said, the majority of the work. We really appreciate you joining us here. Let's go down here to KD8SLG. Just Nick, melting ice with no responsibilities whatsoever. KD8SLG, you out there, Nick?
KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. You know I'm out there, man. But I'm going to do my best to stick around tonight, but I've got a couple things going on here, and don't know if I will be around for the end of the show. So have fun doing pre-show, and I think Eric started up at the same time you. I heard a little double going on there. KD8SLG, back to net control.
All right there, Nick. Well, I hope you can stick around and give Eric a hard time there at the top of the hour. I'm going to try too, but definitely interesting being the pre-net control. I'm not used to doing that, so good times. We'll say 73 to you for now. Great to hear you, my friend, and we're going to go down here. I don't know if he's here or not, but Nick at Night, K8QKO, are you out there? All right, I don't think he's out there tonight, so Nick, if you're listening, we'll say 73 and we'll catch you later. Let's go over here to Mr. Lucy, W8HRF, good evening.
KD8EPC, W8HRF, good evening. Dustin, good to hear you on the pre-show. This is a fun one. Nice to change it up. It's kind of cool. I'm going to stick around for as long as I can. I don't think I'm going to make it to the end, but I do want to hear the trivia, and I do want to hear most of Eric's net here. So appreciate you doing the pre-show, Dustin, and Lucy's going to check in and out. She's over on the other couch, so don't worry about giving her a call. She's going to head to bed soon. So anyways, I'll catch you later. KD8EPC, W8HRF. Good to hear you, Dustin.
All right, good to hear you there, Josh, and we'll wave a hand at Lucy over there on the couch, and we'll say 73 to the both of you for now, and that's going to bring me down to Alan, because I'm contractually obligated to talk to him. KI5DAY all day long with Larry. How you doing there, Alan?
KI5DAY in the net. Hey, Mr. Dustin, good to hear you. Larry, good to hear you out there. And Larry says hi, by the way. And, yeah, man, I wore out. The Hamfest was a great success, but 2 days of walking around on a concrete floor like that can wear you out. And I had to leave early the second day for driving about an hour and a half away to go to birthday parties. And then I went from Claremore to Henrietta, Oklahoma, to Morris, Oklahoma, then back to Sperry. So yesterday was a long day. I think I slept pretty good last night. Got up today, went to church. Went to lunch with some friends from my church who also, some of them work at American Airlines. Had a good time, and all is well, but I'm tired. But I'm feeling pretty good about trivia tonight. I like the question. It's fascinating, I think. But anyways, we shall see. Hope everybody's doing well. KI5DAY, back to them.
All right there, Alan. Well, it sounds like you had quite the weekend, and we're glad to have you, and we're looking forward to seeing what you've got for alternate trivia. And Josh wants to know how Larry did at the Hamfest there, so you'll have to let him know in the blue screen. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we're going to take some check-ins here, but before that, I'm going to tell you who we picked up off the blue screen. And we've got W3ETB Eddie, we have WB4AIZ Chuck, K5CFY Mr. Ray, we have AB8MO in the land of snow and maple syrup, KI5TAQ Taco Tim, KF8G Brian, and my good friend Russ, KD8VYT. With that, this is KD8EPC with the BeaconNet pre-show. I'm looking for check-ins. Please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
WD8LLA.
Victor 3 Kilo, WV3K, filling in Canal Fulton.
KE8, VOX, Kilo Echo 8, Victor Oscar X-Ray, Scott, Vermillion. I'll be in and out tonight, Dustin. 73.
All right, what a nice orderly list of check-ins. Let me make sure I've got it. Perfect. We picked up WD8LLA, my good friend Neil. Another good friend of mine, WV3K Phil, and we have Scott there over on the shores of Lake Erie. KAVOX is in and out. We'll say 73 to you, Scott. We'll make one more call here for check-ins, and then we'll go talk to this list and see who's sticking around. So any other stations waiting to check into the BeaconNet pre-show, please call now.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf, K4OG, Markin Copley.
KF8 DTA, Kilo Foxtrot 8, Delta Tango Alpha, Jeff in Coventry.
All right, we picked up a couple more there. We have K4OG, Mark and Copley, and we have KF8DTA at Jeff. Let's see here. That's a nice orderly list. Let me go down here. I'm going to start right at the top, and we're going to see who's going to stick around and who's just getting their ticket punched. So let's start with Eddie here, W3ETB over in Annapolis. How you doing there, Eddie, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yeah, Dustin. Yeah, it looks like you're going to be the pre-show tonight, and Eric is going to be the net control. So, yeah, I'll be here. I just want to hear what's going on with the trivia questions. So we got, I guess, what is it? Josh is going to have the name, and Alan is going to have the alternate, as usual. Back to you there, Dustin.
All right there, Eric. Eddie, great to hear you. Eric's going to have the main trivia, actually, and Alan will have the alternate. So Josh is just hanging around with no responsibilities whatsoever tonight. So, Eddie, great to hear you. And, yeah, it's not often I get to do the pre-show. So every now and again it's fun to slip in there and do one. So we'll say 73 to you for now, and we got you on the list for the big show. Let's go over to Florida now and talk to Chuck, WB4AIZ. I think I know the answer, but are you going to stick around, or are you just getting your ticket punched?
Well, WB4AIZ, I think I'm going to just punch my ticket. Run 25% on my phone power, so yeah, I think I thought about sticking around, but I think I'm just straight in and out. Anyways, beautiful day down here. I think we got in the 70s, maybe 80, I'm not sure. And could use some rain. Everyone take care. WB4AIZ.
All right, Chuck. Well, enjoy that beautiful weather out there. Consider your parking validated. We've stamped it for you there. 73, my friend. We'll catch you down the log, and we're going to go on over here to Tulsa, talk to Mr. Ray now. K5CFY, how you doing?
EPC in the net, K5CFY. Good evening there, Mr. Dustin. Always good to hear you on the radio, kind of mixing things up there, but anyway, you did a wonderful job, and I'll probably be hanging around. I am awful tired from the Green Country Hamfest, but I'll try to stay awake. So I'll give it back to you there, Dustin. Great job. 73 to you, and the old boy on the keyboard's done a pretty good job as well. K5CFY, back to you.
W8WKY.
All right there, Mr. Ray. Well, looking forward to hearing your trivia answers, and hopefully you can stay awake, throw some toothpicks in the eyelids there, and hope you had a good time there at the Green Country Hamfest as usual. We'll say 73 to you for now, and for anybody who doesn't know, you can catch Mr. Ray and all the other wonderful net controllers every day on the Border Breaker net, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 and EchoLink N5XQK-R. That's at noon Central Time, and they go a couple net controls hour and welcome rechecks. So check them out if you can. With that, Ray, we'll say 73. Have a great night, and give old Fred a scratch on the ears there. Let's jump on over to the land of snow and maple syrup and see what Andy's doing. AB8MO, how are you?
KD8PC from AB8MO. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess I'm getting through, I think. Let's see here. Just I went, saw a movie with my nieces today. That was good. And then came home and did some bylaw reviews and revisions for the Warren Amateur Radio Association. Actually, there was less that needed done than I thought. So we'll see what everybody thinks about it. You know, we kind of needed to modernize some things, just like the Sarah Club did recently, and I know the Geauga Club did a couple years back. So, but it wasn't nearly as outdated as I thought. Although some things definitely needed some revs. So that not really fun doing that. So speaking of Hamfests, our Hamfest for the Warren Amateur Radio Association, it will be our 67th Hamfest. 67 years will be August 17th, 2025 at the Trumbull County Fairgrounds. So I've been trying to get myself fired from that job for a while, but they don't seem to want to do that. So you'll be stuck with me. Back to you there, Dustin. I'll stick around. This is AB8MO.
there, Andy. Well, great to hear you, and sounds like fun times. They're updating all that, and I hope you have lots of fun and lots of attendance at the Ham Fest. I'm only scheduled for one this year because that's how the cookie crumbles. So we'll say 73 for now, and let's get together soon. I miss you, bud. Let's go over here now to Taco Tim, though, KI5TAQ. How you doing, Tim? You going to stick around?
Good evening there, Dustin. And to everybody else on the net. This is KI5TAQ. Yes, I'm sticking around. And speaking of Hamfest, I'm still kind of recovering from ours down here in the Green Country Hamfest. Got a couple of radios, but if you want to look at what it was like, just type in, go to your YouTube channel or to a YouTube, at that, tongue-tied, go to YouTube, type in Green Country Hamfest, and there might be a few people that have their channels out there that was there at Green Country, so there you go. And I'll send it back to you, Dustin. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. Well, thanks for joining us. And, boy, I don't know if I caught it or not. Are you sticking around?
I sure am. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Tim. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll look forward to catching you down the log. All right, let's go over to Brian, KF8G. How you doing, Brian?
I'm doing okay. Got to enjoy a nice day today. They're coming eventually, but it doesn't look like this week. Might get a little bit of decent weather, maybe Thursday or so, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep it short. Back to that KF8G.
All right there, Brian. Good to hear you. And the warm weather is just around the corner. I'm hoping, anyhow. We'll say 73 for now. We're going to go over to KD8VYT. My good friend Russ over in Akron. How you doing there, Russ? You going to stick around for the big show?
I don't know. The radio's on. I'm putzing around with some old jewelry, trying to find out what's worth anything. Found some 14-karat gold. I think I'll take that to the dealer and see what I can get. But just poured me an adult beverage, and I'm just sitting here chilling. So if I'm here, I'm here, and if I'm not, I'm not. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. This is KD8VYT, standing by.
All right there, Russ. We'll enjoy that beverage, and good to hear you, my friend. We'll say 73, and if Eric catches you at the top of the hour, he does. If not, we'll know you went in and went to bed. So we'll say 73, and let's see if Neil's still with us. WD8LLA, you still hanging in there, and you going to stick around for the big show?
KD8EC, Whiskey Delta 8 Lima Lima Alpha. I'll tell you what, I've been on HF most of the day, and I've been running a test, and I've been seeing how tequila affects the operation of amateur radio, and at this point in time, you probably ought to punch my ticket. I'm getting ready to go to bed here, Dustin. Thanks for running the net, and it's great to hear you guys out west and everybody. 73, and I'll be in and out.
All right there, Neil. We'll say 73 to you there from the metropolis of Brewster, and we'll have to get together one of these days. It's been quite a while, my friend. So 73 and catch you down the log, and we're going to jump to another friend of mine. Man, I know everybody on the list tonight. WV3K, how you doing?
KD8 EPC, net control for the beacon net. This is Whiskey Victor Kilo. Hello, my buddy, Dustin. Wow, it's good to hear your voice. You're sounding really, really good. And I hope that my rig is doing as well. Anyway, had a real nice visit from somebody that's becoming a good friend and someone that we tested last Saturday. Anyway, Gary Glaze had come over, and we had a nice conversation, spent some time together. And he's getting started to ramp up more into amateur radio since he took his test. I believe it was for the general. He already had his license, so he's going to hopefully get ready for his extra. So anyway, it was fun to see him again. And anyway, I'm looking forward to our getting together too, Dustin. Miss you, buddy. And also I want to say hello to our good buddy Richard and Andy and Ray and Derek and all the other, and Nick too. And, I just hope that everyone's feeling well and doing good this week. And for the week starting actually today, but the actual work week is starting tomorrow. But hopefully we get together here soon, Dustin, and I'm looking forward to that. Enjoy your company, and anyway, it's always a fun time being with you. So, and Andy up there too. It'd be nice to see him sometime soon. Again, it's been a while. So anyway, with that, I'll go ahead and pass it over to you. I'm not going to stay for the net. I'm going to go to bed and get some rest. I was out in the cold today. Dummy me didn't wear a coat, and that's a good way for me to wear out faster and be not feeling well. So with that, back over to net control. KDPC for the Beacon Net. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, and 73 to all, and God bless.
All right there, Phil. We'll punch your ticket and validate your parking. And good to hear you, my friend. And I'll shoot you a text tomorrow. We'll arrange a time to get together this week. So I'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you on down the log. And God bless, my friend. And just jumping over to Copley, K4OG, another good friend of mine, Mark. How you doing there, Middle Mark?
W8WKY.
KD8EPC, K4OG. Good evening, Dustin and everyone. Man, this is good timing. You guys are going to keep me up and keep me company while I make my lunches for next week. I was playing around with 4 different mesh-tastic nodes, and it just ate up my weekend, and I forgot. I got to make my lunches. Smoked brisket and cheese sandwiches, and then I got to make some vegetable little trays. There's broccoli and carrots and my own special dip, and some breakfast parfait yogurts, bananas and vanilla yogurt and granola toppings. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna get going. Oh, and I gotta fold my underwear and put it away. Yep, I'm a folder. All right, guys. Yeah, I'll play around. I'll be sticking around and playing the game. K4OG back to net.
All right there, Mark. We'll keep you in there. And, man, you might have to make me some lunch. That sounds pretty good. So we'll say 73 for now, and Eric will look up for you here in a little bit. Let's go over to Jeff now, KF8DTA. Good evening. How are you?
Good evening, sir, and good evening, Net. I'm good. I'm getting a little tired. I got a rig the other day, and before I knew it was 3 a.m., and I was playing around with it, trying to learn how to use it. So, yep, I'll be in and out for the net, and thank you for running it, and being friendly to all the new hams. 73.
All right there, Jeff. Well, I remember my nights of staying up late into the night and early into the morning playing radio, and kind of where this net started, but can't do it anymore. I don't have the energy most nights. Every now and again, though. So let's say 73 and catch you on down the log. Let's go over to Northern Mark, KC8FQV. I think I know your answer, but are you going to stick around there, Mark? And how you doing?
Yep. Yeah, busy day. Not busy, but busy enough. Went down to my sister's. Went down across the 76. Yeah, I went across the new bridge they opened up to go from 76 west to 77 south there, central. Yeah, way up there. But, yeah, right where they do all the dicing and slicing of the traffic, you know, where they dice it to go either east or either go west across the express Route 8 or go south on Route 8, 77, or go north on Route 8. Well, I went south, and I heard John mentioning that the leg going southbound 8 to eastbound 76 was going to be, I guess, impacted for a week or so next week. Not this week, next week. Yeah, what's so great about these nets that we have? We keep things abreast of what's happening. And in Akron, yeah, you got to be kept abreast of what's happening with the roads. So I'll send it back your way, Dustin, KSFQV.
All right there, Mark. Well, we'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you on down the log. Let's go over to Harry now, K8ZZR. How you doing, Harry? And you can stick around for the net?
KD8 EPC, this is KE8ZZR. Yes, Dustin, I'll be sticking around for the net.
All right there, very good. We got you sticking around for the net. Good to hear you, my friend. I'll say 73 for now, and I'll catch you down the log. This is KD8 EPC with the Beacon Net. I've still got a few minutes and plenty of empty lines to fill, so stations waiting to check in. Please call now.
Yeah, tell us for me, what time?
Alpha 8, Charlie Tango, Craig.
Kilo Echo 9, Charlie Quebec Delta, Tim.
Let me tell you who I picked up here. I got 3. I have AF5JB, Matt, this short time there, A8CT Craig. I have K9CQD Tim. There may have been somebody that doubled with Matt there at the beginning. If there is somebody I missed, go ahead and come back. All right, nothing heard. Let's go talk to AF5JB. How you doing there, Matt? And I assume you're probably not going to stick around since you're short time, so go ahead.
Well, I appreciate it. Good evening to you and everybody else out on the net. Good to hear everyone. And had a great weekend. Pretty busy, though. A lot of traveling. And had Saturday morning ground and got that done. Caught the tail end of half-past. A couple of friends up there I wanted to see, and got to visit with him, but a little bit. And other ones further downstream, but the ones at half-past. So, good to see them way more, but to go back home and have that, take a little power nap, get all cleaned up and everything, to go back up and went into my laundry and pick up some time at Walmart, went to Deadbusters, played Batman Battle Royale and Cruise Blast, and I went to Hard Rock to get me a burger there, and I went back to the house and
Put some Miss Batman. It's about run. And, watched TV for a little bit and I went on bed. Just on a Saturday night and saw a friend of mine. He here in town earlier today. So I took it easy and get ready for a whole new week. So, anyway, that's all I got. You guys are going to say week out there. Good evening. Always good to hear you. Thanks for having me on. And you can join next time out there, 73. Always good to hear you. This is FIJB Matt in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're certainly 84 degrees and 40 cloudy by the day show. Thanks again. Catch you next time.
All right, Matt, thanks for stopping by there. We'll say 73 and catch you down the log. My time is up here, so I'm just going to real quick. Craig, are you sticking around?
Real quick, yes, sir. BU2 FCJH Stock Mobile Mobility Station, São Paulo State, South America, Brazil. Over.
W8WKY.
All right, I had a Delta uniform station. I'm going to come back to you in a second. Let me just check here with this other station. Tim, KE9CQD, are you sticking around for the big show?
Yep, I will be here for the show, Dustin. Thanks so much. KE9CQD.
All right, let me go down here real quick. There was a mobile station. I think it was Delta Uniform something too. Station, would you key for a couple seconds and give me your call a couple times phonetically, please, so I can get you on the list here?
United Papa University number 2, Sierra Juliet Honolulu, BU2 SCJH. Papa United number 2, SCJH, Sierra Juliet Halloween, SCJH.
All right, we got Sandro in there, PU2SJH. Good evening to you. We got you in the mobile. Good to hear you out there. Did you have any comments, and are you going to try to stick around for the big net starting here in a second?
Thank you, sir. I copy you very good. Your modulation very clear, loud and clear, BBC quality. BBC quality. Stay here and say hello for everybody. Okay, good evening. Have a nice Sunday. I believe in the afternoon in the United States, I think. Okay? I copy you very good, my friend. Thank you so much for coming back. BU2 FCJH, open clear. Stand by.
All right, well, I have a very good copy on you. Also, you're sounding good in Northeast Ohio, and we'll say 73 to you for now. Mobile safely. Come back and join us anytime. All right, this is KD80PC with the Beacon Net pre-show. I'm way over my time here, so I'm going to look for Eric, KVZA. Take it away there, Eric.
Thanks, Dustin. This is KE8VZA QST. Welcome to the Beacon Net. We meet here every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. with pre-checks at 9:30 p.m. Those are Eastern times on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, associated with the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association. Our frequency is 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. You can also connect to us via Allstar. Our node number is 48496. Or EchoLink. Look for W8WKY-R. This is a controlled net. I ask that all traffic pass through net control. And urgent or emergency traffic, please break in at any time. At this point, I'll take a break for any urgent or emergency traffic. Please call now. Okay, hearing nothing, KE8VZA returning. My personal is Eric, Echo Romeo India Charlie, and I will be your net control station tonight on the Beacon Net. And we're kind of mixing it up tonight. Dustin's got the pre-show, and I've got net control. So I'm also logging here, and we've got a main trivia question ready to roll. But Dustin's done fine business on the pre-show here. And but let's see if there's any other stations out there that are waiting to check in. And I'd just like to make a friendly reminder that this net is linked with a few other repeaters, our friends in Oklahoma and on over into Texas, and a couple other repeaters, or at least one other repeater here in the Northeast Ohio area. So make sure when you key up for a second, then start talking. And then also on the tail end, hold your mic button just a second longer when you're finished so that we get all of your transmission there. And then also leave a little pause in between the last station before you so that we make sure all the repeater connections reset beautifully. There we go. All right, I'm going to take a break for time and we'll take some more check-ins. KE8VZA returning with the Beacon Net. Let's see if we have any other check-ins out there. If you're looking to get on the log for the Beacon Net, please call now.
Delta Uniform 3 X-Ray Charlie Delta. Delta Uniform 3 X-Ray Charlie Delta. Dennis in the Philippines.
This is Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor. Kilo 6 Kilo Juliet Victor. Kevin in Valley Springs, California. Dennis, you stalking me?
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, we have two more stations. I copied Delta Uniform 3, X-Ray Charlie Delta, Dennis over in the Philippines, as well as K6 KJV Kevin over in California. And are there any other check-ins before we start off with trivia here? Please call now. All right, if there was a station trying to get into one of the repeaters there, I did not hear any audio. You opened the repeater momentarily and then it closed again. You want to give it another shot? Go ahead. Okay, I hear no audio there, so we're going to go ahead and roll on with the net. And first up is trivia. Here we go. Main trivia. What service is used to provide time signal broadcasts to synchronize clocks? Your possibilities are Alpha, UTC Synchro, Bravo, Chronotron Pulse, Charlie, Time Sequencer, or Delta, Chronohertz Signal. I'll take a break for time and read it again. KE8VZA returning with the beacon, with the trivia on the BeaconNet here, the main trivia. What service is used to provide time signal broadcasts to signal clocks? Your possibilities are Alpha, UTC Synchro, Bravo, Chronotron Pulse, Charlie, Time Sequencer, or Delta, Chronohertz Signal. So there you have it. I'll take a break for time, and we'll start working the list here. KE8VZA returning. I'm popping this in the blue screen now. Let's see if we can do the keystrokes. Looks good. Okay, it should be showing up in the blue screen. If somebody be nice, trivia marker on that for me. There we go. First up on the list is Eddie, W3ETB. How you doing tonight, Eddie? And what do you think the trivia answer? Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Hold the brakes. We forgot our alt trivia. Let's go over to KI5DAY. Do you have our alt trivia, Alan?
W8WKY.
It's okay, Larry. Calm down. He didn't mean to do that. KI5DAY. Yeah, Larry got all freaked out and upset that we were going to skip the alt trivia tonight. He was freaking out over here. It's okay. But anyway, yeah, let me let this drop, and I will give you tonight's alternate trivia. Here we go. Let me let this drop. Okay. All right, tonight's alternate trivia. Not quite as technical as your question, Eric, but we'll give it the best shot that we have. Now, most of us, we all love a big old giant bowl of Captain Crunch cereal doused with milk, right? But how many of us know the actual name of Captain Crunch's ship? The name of Captain Crunch's ship is which one of the following? Is it A, the SS Plink, B, the SS Crunch, C, the SS Guppy, or D, the SS Corn Sea Bean? Let me let this drop and I'll read it one more time. Again, tonight's alternate trivia reads as, now most of us love a big old giant bowl of Captain Crunch cereal doused with milk, but how many of us know the actual name of Captain Crunch's ship? The name of Captain Crunch's ship is which of the following? A, the SS Plank, B, the SS Crunch, C, the SS Guppy, or D, the SS Corn Sea Bean. KI5DAY, back to net.
All right, Alan, good question. I love Captain Crunch. I don't eat it anymore, but I ate a lot of it when I was a kid. And I think I may know the answer, but I'm going to exercise NCO's privilege and hold off on that for now. So thanks, Alan, for that. And now we'll go down to Eddie, W3ETB. How you doing, Eddie? And what do you think the trivia answers might be?
Yeah, Eric. Actually, I was wondering what happened to the trivia there. When you were calling me the first time, I said, oh, something's missing. Anyway, I think that, what I'll do is I'll go with C for the main one for the time sequencer. It's probably wrong. And actually, for Alan's, I think I'll go with D for the crunch. Because if I was actually on a ship with Captain, what's his name anyway? The guy that makes his cereal. I think it is Captain Crunch, right? He probably would have a ship called Crunch. But it is actually probably Guppy, and I'm probably wrong as well. So anyway, turn it back to you there, Eric. It's a lot of fun.
All right, Eddie. Yeah, I kind of jumped the gun there, but it was just also to see if you were awake there. Anyway, we got your trivia answers for Charlie and Bravo, and good to hear you tonight, 73 Eddie. And see, next on our list is WB4AIZ Chuck down in Florida, who is in and out. And next we go down to Ray, K5CFY. How you doing tonight, Ray? I guess you're a little tuckered out from the Ham Fest. I gather it was a success. And what do you think the trivia answers are?
W8, K8, VZA. I think I got it there. K5CFY. Good evening there, Eric. Thanks for doing the net there. It was definitely a success, and I was definitely tired from taking the tower trader out there, setting it up, and walking all over looking for stuff, and doing one thing and then another. I don't know how many miles I walked on that cement floor, but I am definitely tired. And I probably won't have, I didn't have any problem going to sleep last night, and I'm sure I won't tonight either. But anyway, that's about all I got. Let me see here. I'm going to go with Charlie and Bravo. Charlie and Bravo for my guest. And Eric, thanks for doing the net. Great job on the keyboard there. And it's good to hear everybody out there. And we'll say 73 to you. This is Ray, K5CFY, and I'll give it back to Net Control.
All right, Ray, always good to hear you. Hope those feet get some rest, and got you down for Charlie and Bravo. Thanks for joining us tonight. And 73, Ray, we'll clear with K5CFY. And next on the list is AB8MO, Andy. How you doing tonight, Andy? And what do you think the trivia answers might be?
K8VZA and the beacon necklace is AB8MO. All right, well, you keep this up, they might fire Nick at night and put you into this permanent net control here, Eric. Let's see here. Main trivia question. I'm only finding that one on the blue screen. I'm not finding Alan's. And I really wasn't paying attention close enough to what he said, so I guess I'll have to pass on Alan's. And I'm really not sure about the main one. Type sequencer seems too obvious. I don't know. We'll do A alpha, A for Andy. How about that? A for Andy on both, even though I have no idea what Alan's was, but I almost always get his wrong anyway. Oh, here we go. I think this is it. Yeah, we'll walk the plank on that one. Yeah, we'll do double A. How about that one? Thanks, Alan. Yeah, you were only fashionably late on that one. Well, like I said, went through and did a little bit. I wanted to do a little revamp of the Warren Club's membership section of their bylaws. It's probably hasn't been touched since 1938. Kind of modernize it. The internet certainly didn't exist back then, and I needed to incorporate some digital ways of attending club meetings and such. So that's what I did. So now it's got to get approval from everybody, if it gets approved. So, or it may not. Who knows? They might just vote it down, and I don't know what we're going to do then. But anyway, so and going through the bylaws, I found out that the Hamfest chairman has to submit a progress report on the Hamfest, which is due the first meeting in May. which I have yet to do, and they should fire me for that, but they haven't done that yet. So I got to submit a report here for the Warren Hamfest progress, which is coming along pretty good. We've got a few sponsors for 2025 that are already sending us donated prizes to give away, and we got another guy who's doing it for me this year on the Hamfest committee, and he sent it out. I think he said 50 different people, so we may have a lot of prizes to give away this year. So, again, it's August 17th, 2025 at Trumbull County Fairgrounds, almost exactly an hour drive east of Akron. So it's not as far as one might think. Oh, my gosh, I've been talking forever. Hold on. All right, that. Yes, the cat is upset because I've been talking too long, Alan. Back she comes. KE8VZA from AB8MO. AB8MO, KE8VZA. Very good, Andy. Got you down for Alpha and Alpha. Good luck with the bylaws and the modernization tweaks to them. And sounds good. I guess every document, well, most documents need a little revision every now and then. And good deal. Looking forward to the Hamfest. I put it in my calendar last August when we were talking about it, and I plan to go. So anyway, we'll clear with AB8MO. Thanks, Andy, 73. And we'll go on down to Bofang, Oklahoma, to KI5TAQ. How you doing tonight, Taco Tim? And what do you think the trivia questions their trivia answers might be?
W8WKY.
Well, good evening there. For the main trivia question, I think I'm going to go with B as in Bravo. And for Alan's question, well, I've ate up enough Captain Crunch. That's going to have to be C. And I'll let it rest at that. And all I could say, Hamfest here in Oklahoma was pretty good. There were many, like I said on the pre-net, go to YouTube and type in Green Country Hamfest, and you might find some videos of the Green Country Hamfest out there by many vloggers out there. So that's always something to see. And yes, I know Alan sold a lot of stuff, and well, maybe he could sell more stuff after for next Hamfest, or get some more for next one. But anyways, I'll let you all get on down to the bottom of the list. This is KI5TAQ.
All right there, Taco Tim. Got you down for Bravo and Charlie for the trivia. And I have to check out some of those photos there. Maybe we'll find some interesting ones. And I guess Alan did have to sell a few things so that he had enough money to buy Funyuns for Larry. Anyway, there you have it. So we'll clear with KI5TAQ and 73 Tim. And we'll go down next to Brian, KF8G. How are you, Brian? And what do you think the trivia answers might be?
Just random shot in the dark. A&C, how's that? Call it with that. Oh, nice day today. Went to Medina Square for a cruising, cars and coffee. Boy, it was a good time. And the weather was nice. I took about an hour drive through the Cuyahoga Valley. What a beautiful day. But not much else going on. We'll see about the Hamfest coming up. And if anybody's interested, I've got an extra bus seat for the Cleveland bus leaving from Lodi to Dayton, Ham Convention. So if somebody's interested, I'm sure you can buy me one way or another. Back to net, KF8G.
All right, Brian, very good. Got you down for Alpha and Charlie on the trivia.
and cruise in. I usually try to go to a couple of those during the year. Don't have a car to take, but I like to see everyone else's. And always good time. And same with the drive. Nice leisurely drive through the valley. Nice. And thanks for the heads up on the extra bus seat for Hamvention out of Lodi. So if anybody is interested in that, make sure you contact KFAG. And we'll clear with Brian, and we'll go on down. Before we do that, let me re-identify. This is the Beacon Net on W8WKY 147 Mark 390 megahertz out of Doylestown, Ohio. I am KE8VZA, the net control station. And we're working our list here, getting trivia answers from everyone. And next up is Russ, KD8VYT. How you doing, Russ? And what do you think the trivia answers might be?
Well, everybody's having a good night, because I'm not. I don't know why I got into ham radio. I'm sure everybody doesn't want to hear me complain. So I'm just going to go ahead on with the trivia question. I'm going to say A and C, because I don't really know. So everybody have a good evening, and we'll see you sometime down the road. KD8VYT.
All right, Russ, very good. Got you down for Alpha and Charlie on the trivia. Thanks for joining us tonight in 73. And we'll clear with KD8VYT and go down to K4OG. Mark, how goes the lunch packing, and what do you think the trivia answers might be?
KE8VZA, K4OG. Good evening, Eric and everyone. Man, my man Eric, you got your seat on the barometer? No, the beacon net as NCO. That's incredible. I love it. I go away and stay away too long, and look what happens. Well, I want to give a shout out to KF8G, Brian. Brian, I appreciate you trying to get me in on the barometer net Friday morning. But sometimes the clue bus doesn't stop at Gary's house. Not all the time. So I better give my answer after that before I get myself in more trouble. Eric, the answer to the first question is Alpha. Pretty sure. And Alan, I'm going to pick Bravo. Well, it's got to be SS Crunch. But what else could it be? That's my guesses, guys. Y'all have a good evening, and we'll say 73s. K4OG. Back to net.
All right there, Mark. Yeah, I'm driving the bus tonight. I got to remember to swing by BP and put some gas in it. Otherwise, I might hear from Dave tomorrow about leaving it on empty. But anyway, good to hear you tonight, Mark. Got you down for Alpha and Bravo. Clue bus, huh? That's got me chuckling here. All right. We'll clear with K4OG, 73 Mark. And next on the list is Northern Mark. We just spoke to Middle Mark, so next is Northern Mark, KC8FQV. How you doing tonight, Mark? And what do you think the trivia answers might be?
I've been busy, but I know the Captain Crunch one's a C, but the other one I haven't found out where the thing is. I gotta read it before I can answer it, so I'll do that, But yeah, the weekend was good. Went down, yesterday I went to QCW luncheon meeting. Yeah, I was ready on Friday or whatever day or earlier in the week, ready to head to the west side to the Norris group luncheon. And then I remembered, there's the QCWA does their quarterly meeting on the second Saturday. So I went up to Denny's in Willoughby, up there in Wilson Mills. and we had our meeting. Bob talked, Winston talked a little bit about the law, and there was a case that was in Parma, radio interference, but it was, I think, taken care of, I think. But it was years ago that one was. But everything else is going good. Went down to my sister's today, and they did my birthday. Yeah, went through over the Central Interchange. Yeah, over the Akron Central Interchange. It went over. Yeah, went on the high bridge they put in there. Yeah, they put 2 new bridges in. I heard John say the bridge going southbound from 8 to 76 East is going to be closed for a week about. So, yeah, well, I think it's a single file going westbound on 76 for about 2 months. So, yeah, maybe they'll get it done. Maybe they'll get all the roads done in Akron someday. Probably when we all become silent keys. So, we'll send it back to Net, but maybe I'll stop back later when I get the second one. The first question, but it in. So, KCFQB.
All right, Mark, very good. I got you down for Charlie for the alternate and to be determined for the primary question. And yeah, I don't know. I think construction's been going on a long time in the Akron area. I don't live there, but I've gotten spoiled by the freeway system in Cleveland. And whenever I go anywhere else, particularly Columbus drives me absolutely batty. But anyway, that's another discussion. But I really like the Cleveland freeways. They work. Anyway, most of the time. So we'll clear with KC8FQV, and we'll go on down to KE8ZZR. Harry, how you doing tonight, Harry? And what do you have for the trivia answers?
KE8VZA, this is KE8ZZR. Good evening, Eric, and everybody else out there in La La Land. Pretty good day today. Nice weather. It wasn't too bad out there with the sun. Got the grass cut, even though the yard is wet, but I need to get it cut, otherwise I would be doing double duty. So I was glad to get that out of the way. I was pretty stoked. Back in January, I went over to DX to try to pick up a headset, the BM17. That's a yellow dynamic headset. And of course, it was out of stock, so I put my name on the list, and then I find out last week that they will not have those headsets in stock until the fall of 2025, and I confirmed that with Heel. I sent them an email, and they confirmed it. But lo and behold, there's a guy over in New Franklin Township, which is about 15 minutes from me, had a brand new pair for sale for $130, and I went over there and picked them up tonight, so I'm pretty stoked about that. I just need to get the 81 cable adapter, so I'll go over to DX and pick that up tomorrow. So my trivia questions, I'm going to go with A is an alpha on the main and C is Charlie on the alternate. With that, I'll turn it back to you, Eric. Good job running the net. This is KE8ZZR clear.
All right, Harry, that might be the same headset or maybe a similar headset by Heil that I've been desiring. But anyway, good to know that info. And congrats on the grass. I went out and walked in my yard, and I got some squishy spots left, and I still need to replace the belt on the deck of my mower. That's on tap for tomorrow. So I'm probably going to cut it wet as well because it's getting about that height. So good job, good job. Good to hear you tonight, Harry. Got you down for Alpha and Charlie for trivia. We're clear with KE8ZZR. I'm KE8VZA with the Beacon Net on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. And next on the list here is Alpha 8 Charlie Tango. How you doing tonight, Craig? And what do you have for our trivia questions or trivia answers tonight?
Well, good evening, and beautiful day it is, and guess what? It's raining again. We haven't had any for a while, so wow. What can I say? KE8 VZA AEHCT. Answers for the trivia. Let's go with AC. And gee, thank you for doing what you do. I know that you young guys enjoy Yeah, well, you newer people, me being even newer than you, enjoy doing the nets, and we do appreciate it. So thank you for that, and I'll let you return, and we'll see what happens in the end. Have a great evening, 73s.
All right, Craig. Well, thanks for the nice words there, compliments, and it's always good to hear your voice on the nets. This one, I also hear you on the barometer net regularly, and got you down for Alpha and Charlie for the trip. And 73 will clear with AA8CT. Next on the list is KE9, and that is Charlie, Quebec Delta. Tim, how you doing tonight? And what do you have for our trivia answers?
Oh, well, thanks so much. Doing pretty well tonight. Finally getting a night of rest in. My wife and I just got back from our 10-year anniversary cruise in Florida and drove the way from Florida back home yesterday. So ready for bed, but enjoy listening to the net. Tonight's answers, I'm going to go with Alpha and Delta. We'll do A and D tonight. But thanks so much for doing the net. And 73's to all. God bless.
All right. Good news, Tim. Congrats to you and your XYL on the anniversary and the cruise for the celebration. That sounds very nice. And got you down for Alpha and Delta for the trivia. Thanks for joining us tonight. And 73, Tim, will clear with KE9CQD. I'm KE8VZA. And next on the list was a from Brazil. He checked in and out. That's Papa Uniform 2, Sierra Juliet Hotel. Thank you, Sandro. And 73. And next we go down to another DX station, and this is Delta Uniform 3, X-Ray Charlie Delta, and this is Dennis in the Philippines. How are you doing tonight, Dennis? And what are your trivia answers tonight?
Yeah, good evening, everybody. I'm great. But unfortunately, the current temperature here is 103 degrees Fahrenheit. Really. And, and the time is, let me see, 10:37 in the morning. It's Monday here. We are advanced by one. And for the primary trivia, well, I am familiar with the network time protocol over the internet, or the page of control. So sure. So I will give my child one guess. So Bravo. I think it's that chronotron pulse. So I'll have B. And for the alternate trivia, I'm not so sure also, because I'm not a big fan of breakfast cereal. I like fried rice more. So okay, I'll go with Bravo also. I think it's S. So that's it. Back to you. Do you three CD?
Very good. I also like fries, and I don't eat Captain Crunch anymore. I did when I was a kid, and I read that cereal box quite a bit as I was eating it, and I think I know the answer too. But I have you down for Bravo and Bravo for both trivia questions. And thanks for joining us tonight all the way from the Philippines, Dennis. And come on back again. So 73, Dennis, will clear with DU3X CD. And next is RevKev, K6KJV. I wonder what his trivia answers might be. Scratching my head. Anyway, how you doing tonight, Kevin? And what might your trivia answers be tonight?
Well, thank you very much, Sir Eric, for the handout. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. Am I in the twilight zone or what? Come on, man, I'm all messed up. I'm having a senior moment. Am I early or late? Because isn't this the pre-net? Nah, never mind. I know, I'm just messing around with you. I want to say hello to my other brother there, Dennis, in the future. And, well, let's see. I'll say hello to Eric, the rest of the crew. Dustin did a fine job. And, let's see, everyone else on the net. And I hope everyone's having a very blessed Holy Week. And, my answers. Well, double D's, Delta and Delta. I'm predictable. That's right. Can never go wrong with Cornwaldo beans or any other kind of beans. With that, I'll say God bless 73 to each and every one of all y'all, your families and friends. And turn the mic back over to Eric from K6KJV. It's all yours, sir. You're doing a fine job.
All right, Kevin, thank you for that. Yeah, we're kind of playing musical chairs here on the Beacon Net just to keep things interesting, mix it up a bit, and keep everyone on their toes, perhaps. But I got you down for Delta and Delta. Didn't see that one coming. Anyway, all right, Kevin, thanks for joining us. Always good to hear you. We'll clear with K6KJV, 73, Kevin. And that brings us down to the end of the list. So we have some more lines on the log here, plenty of lines. Are there any more check-ins out there that would like to get on the log for the Beacon Net? Please call now.
Kilo Charlie 3, Sierra Echo Golf, Greg.
Kilo Charlie 9, Quebec Hotel Whiskey, Gino here in Coppers Cove, Texas.
All right, KE8VZA returning here. We'll take them two at a time. I copied KC3SEG, Craig, down in Panama City Beach, Florida, and KC9QHW, I think it was Gino, in Copperas Cove, Texas. Very good. Let's go up to Greg, KC3SEG. How you doing there, Greg? And what are your trivia answers tonight?
Yeah, greetings, Eric, from Panama City Beach, Florida. I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo for my answers there. And sorry I couldn't get my Allstar Node to connect at all this evening, and I've been having trouble with it. And come to find out, it was just a simple fix. I had to upgrade my Apple on my iPhone, and it's working great now. So evidently they must have made a fix or something. So I powered down, powered up a few times. She connected right on. So hey, I'm glad I found the problem, and I'm glad I could check in also. Bravo, bravo on my answers, Eric. Nice hearing you. 73 to you from KC3SEG. Greg down here in Panama City Beach, Florida. Have a great evening.
All right, Greg. Very good. Always good to hear you as well. Thank you. And I have you down for Bravo and Bravo for the trivias tonight. Glad you got your All-Star fixed, and glad it was pretty simple, right? So always good when it works out that way. It can be frustrating getting to that point sometimes, but always a relief when it's simple. So we'll clear with KC3SEG 73, Greg. And next on our list is Gino, KC9QHW. How you doing tonight, Gino? And what are your trivia answers?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing some spring cleaning. I'm afraid I wasn't around for the questions, so I really don't. I really couldn't tell you.
No worries, Gino. We'll go ahead and read them again. I have the main trivia question, so I can pull that up right here. Here we go. What service is used to provide time signal broadcasts to synchronize clocks? The possible answers are Alpha, UTC Synchro, Bravo, Chronotron Pulse, Charlie, Time Sequencer, or Delta, Chronohertz Signal. And with that, I'll turn it over to KI5DAY Allen. Would you please read the alt trivia question again?
KI5DAY. Yes, I will. Caught me off guard there. I was in the middle of a Rothschild's, and I was trying to get something else, an allergy pill. Tonight's alternate trivia is as follows. Now, most of us all have a big old giant bowl of Captain Crunch's cereal doused with milk, but how many of us know the actual name of Captain Crunch's ship? The name of Captain Crunch's ship is which one of the following? Is it A, the SS Plank? Is it B, the SS Crunch? Is it C, the SS Guppy? Or is it D, the SS Corn Seabean? KI5DAY, back to that.
KE8VZA returning. Thank you, Alan. Now we'll go back down to Gino, KC9QHW. What do you think there, Gino? What do you think the answers might be?
Well, I may be guessing, but I'm thinking Delta and Charlie.
All right, Gino, very good. Got you down for Delta and Charlie. And nothing wrong with a guess. I guess a lot on these. But anyway, good to hear you tonight. Thanks for joining us, and come on back again sometime. We'll clear with KC9QHW, 73 Gino. And that brings us to the bottom of the list once again. Are there any other stations out there that would like to get on the log before we touch base with our net control team? Please call now.
Kilo Juliet 5, Alpha Tango Alpha, KJ5ATA, guy from Georgetown, Texas.
All right, copy KJ5ATA guy in Texas. Anyone else? All right, we'll go up to KJ5ATA guy. How are you tonight? And did you happen to hear the trivia questions?
Yes, I did. Network control. This is KJ5ATA. I heard the questions, and you know what? I don't know. As far as question A, or number one, is the time thing. I think I can remember there was a station that used to synchronize Greenwich Mean Time, and if that's what you're talking about. And I think it was called WHV, maybe. I can't quite remember. Anyways, you could synchronize your crypto clocks with that and such. And it was on some sort of HF channel. And I don't know. I'm sorry to say this one is Charlie, but and the next one is the next one's going to be Charlie on the secondary question, and so I'm going to say Charlie and Charlie. Anyways, I'm going to throw that back to network control and see what the answers are going to be. Otherwise, everything is good down here in Texas, except we got some
very warm winds coming in from, I guess they're coming in from the west. I don't know if they're Santa Ana winds or whatever, but they're warm Sicario winds. So I'm so glad that we're not going to have any, it wouldn't be bad if we did have a fire. So anyways, back to network control. This is KJ5ATA.
All right, Guy, very good. Got you down for Charlie and Charlie on the trivia, and hopefully the winds won't bring anything nasty your way. And good to hear you tonight, and thanks for joining us. We'll clear with KJ5ATA 73 Guy. That brings us down to the end of the list. Let's go out and talk to our net control team. And first up here is Dustin, KD8EPC. How you doing tonight, Dustin? And any idea what these trivia answers might be? KD8EPC, KE8VZA. Dustin, do you have any possible answers for trivia tonight? All right, Dustin may have called it a night after the pre-show, so we'll say 73 Dustin. We'll go on down to Just Nick. KD8SLG. How you doing there, Just Nick? Melting some ice, maybe? And I heard you walk the dog. That sounds cool. So, and also, what might your trivia answers be? KD8SLG, KE8VZA. You out there, Just Nick? All right. He said he was going to give it his best shot, but gravity may have dragged his eyelids into the shut position. So we'll clear with KD8SLG. Next up is W8HRF. Josh, how you doing? And it was good talking to you on the Board and Breaker Net. And what do you think the trivia answers are tonight?
K8BZA, W8HRF. Good evening, Eric. Good evening again to all the Beacon Netizens. That's a great question, Eric. I lost Alan's question in the screen. Alan, please, could you repost it as I'm talking? What was I going to say? Had a pretty good day today. It was busy, but it was good. Betty started getting fussy during church, so and then she was acting like her ear was hurting. So I think she started getting an earache, is what we figured, because she was pretty grouchy. Yeah, we got her some Tylenol that was not expired. I think it was a drug mark because all of our medicines expired apparently. You'd think that how much we got sick this year, we would have more fresh medicine, I guess, but I guess not. Anyways, I wrapped up my taxes, or our taxes, for our federal and state taxes while I was sitting here playing on the blue screen too. I had it mostly finished. I had the W-2s entered, and I just had to go through all of those, like, possible things that you could also have that you never have, because my taxes are simple. But anyways, glad that's done and taken care of. Let me let this drop. Okay, I'm going to go backwards. For the alternate, for Allen's, I'm going to go with the, I'm going to go with the SS Crunch, but, my homunculus is telling me it's something else, but I'm gonna go with that. And then for main trivia, I'm gonna go with UTC Synchro, I guess. So that'd be Alpha. Man, I don't know if I've got a good feeling about that either. But anyways, that's it. I don't have too much else. Fun net. It was nice to be in the blue screen during the net and have some fun. So, and Boredom Breaker Net was a lot of fun yesterday. So good to hear you on the Boredom Breaker Net, Eric. That was fun. I think you were my last check-in, I think. So, pretty sure. Anyways, good to hear you, sir. I'll turn it back to you. Thanks for running the net. KVZA W8HRF.
All right there, Josh. Yeah, we occasionally come across the expired bottle of some pain reliever or whatnot, but in our house too. But yeah, finished my taxes, or our taxes today, and kind of did the same thing. You know, you go through all the questions. Did you collect revenue from the Save the Whales organization for volunteering or driving to the meetings or some, you know, crazy things like that? No. So anyway, yeah, made it through that okay. So that's behind me. Glad yours is as well. And good to hear you tonight. Got you down for Alpha and Bravo. And I hope Betty does not have an earache. We've been through so many of those when the kids were little, and not pleasant, not pleasant. So good to hear you tonight, Josh. Yeah, I think if I wasn't the last check-in on your hour at the Boredom Breaker Net, I was pretty close to the end. And it was interesting as I was driving back from the Nor's lunch, hearing the changes in the signal from the W8WKY repeater as I went through different terrain. It was kind of as I pictured it in my mind, and I've always been meaning to pull up a topographical map, and I haven't done so yet. So I kind of observed what my brain was telling me it probably would be. So anyway, good to hear you tonight, Josh. 73. We'll clear with W8HRF. And next on the list is KI5DAY, Alan. And what is your main trivia question, and how are you?
KI5DAY in the net. My main trivia answer to the main trivia question, I'm going to go with D because it's just fun to say chronohertz. Wasn't that a song by R.E.M. or something like? No, I'm not. It's, you know, under like Everybody Hurts, but anyway, it's chronohertz. But yeah, chronohertz just sounds cool. I'm going to say that. And as far as mine, I'm not going to answer it because obviously I made it up. So I didn't make it up. I looked it up. Well, you're not supposed to look it up unless you're the guy that's creating the trivia. But when you do look it up and you're not the guy creating the trivia, you're a loser, right? Anyway, yeah, man, I'm having fun over here. I'm tired as the dickens, and I took a Benadryl, so I'm going to be a space cadet here probably in about 30 minutes. And let's see, distraction, Larry, bite Alan's finger. You know, he likes to do that from time to time. Like I said, I heard a little noise earlier. I thought Larry was chirping, but all of a sudden I was smelling Funyuns, so it was something else. Let me let this drop. What else? Man, Hamfest was insane at Claremore this year. There was so much stuff out there and so many people. I had a good time. Got to see some people from out of state. Met Cal, one of the guys that checks in, and he's from Arkansas on the Boredom Breaker Net all the time, and Panama Jim. Few other people I'd never met before, and several people that just came up that knew who I was talking to me, and some of them were new hams that were buying stuff, and had a good time. So stuff, it was pretty cool. And let's see what else. I was tired as the dickens, but yeah, walking around for 2 days on concrete for 6 or 7 hours can definitely wear you down. So we did a lot of that, but it was fun, and that's about all I got. So I'm going to send it back to you, and for Larry and myself, we'll be waiting to give you the alternate trivia answer. KI5DAY.
All right, Alan. Well, I hope your feet, ankles, legs, knees, hips, everything recover from the walking around on concrete for hours. But glad to hear the Hamfest down there was a big success. And one of these days, maybe I'll have to do a road trip down there to go to that one. It sounds like a really good one. So anyway, good to hear you tonight. Got you down for Delta for the primary question. And yeah, that brings us to the end of the BeaconNet control team here. And before we read the questions, are there answers to the questions? Are there any other stations that would like to get in before we do so? Please call now. All right, KE8VZA returning, and I'm net control station for the Beacon Net, and we're on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio, 147 Mark 390 megahertz, and we're going to read the answers to the trivia questions, and I have the main trivia, so we'll start with that first, and let me flip over to it real quick here. So the quick question was, what service is used to provide time signal broadcasts to synchronize clocks? Choices are Alpha, UTC Synchro, Bravo, Chronotron Pulse, Charlie, Time Sequencer, or Delta, Chronohertz Signal. Well, Alan, this one's for you. It's Delta, Chronohertz Signal. Yeah, your chrono might hurt a little bit, but let me take a break for time, and I'll read the backstory here. KE8VZA returning. So Delta Chronohertz signal is the main trivia answer, and Chronohertz stations are located around the world, and these stations can be heard usually on the exact frequencies such as 5, 10, and 15 megahertz, and there are some on other alternate frequencies, but I did check that out, and they are there, and I have one playing here on my HF rig. It's not coming in as well as it was earlier, but it has pulses and tones, and the tone happens right at the top of the minute. Anyway, these chronohertz stations emit those time signals and tones, and are used for accurate timekeeping and for checking other forms of electronic equipment. And they've also used them in the timing of earthquake research and by international radio monitors as a guide to propagation conditions. I've heard of that, and I never actually tuned into these frequencies. But there you have it. Let me take a break, and I got one more tidbit here. KE8VZA returning. So KJ5ATA mentioned a WHV station. I think he may have been thinking of the WWV station in the United States, and there's also a affiliated station, WWVH, in the Hawaiian Islands, and they are chronohertz stations, and so he was pretty close with that one. Anyway, there you have it, Delta chronohertz signal. I'll put that answer in the blue screen in a minute, and let's go down to Alan for our alternate trivia answer. Take it away, Alan.
KI5DAY, yeah, man, that's a good one. I was hoping that was right, but it just sounded so cool to say I had to choose it. But yeah, for mine on the Captain Crunch's cereal box, there is usually the picture of the name of his ship. And I tried as best as I could to throw everybody off, except for the guys that Google every time. You can't throw them off. But there are those who have vivid childhood memories of their wonderful, amazing, crunchy Captain Crunch cereal, which is so delicious and nutritious. Maybe not so nutritious, but delicious. Anyways, yeah. Which one of these is his ship? Was it the SS Plank, the SS Crunch, the SS Guppy, or the SS Corn Sea Bean? It was actually C, the SS Guppy. According to the Wall Street Journal, the character Horatio Magellan Crunch, the captain's name, is a ship called the Guppy. So the captain's name was Horatio Magellan Crunch, and yeah, his ship was called the Guppy. And supposedly he was born on Crunch Island, a magical... This is so stupid. A magical island in the Sea of Milk. Let me let this drop. The magical island has talking trees, crazy creatures, and a mountain, Mount Crunchmore, made out of Captain Crunch cereal. So there's your tonight's alternate trivia answer. I'll post that in the blue screen. FunNet, KI5DAY, back connect.
All right, Alan, very good. The Guppy. I could have sworn it was the SS Crunch, but I guess that would have been too much use of the word crunch on their part. But anyway, thanks for that. So SS Guppy is the answer. Charlie was the letter associated with that answer. Thanks for that, Alan. Appreciate it. And we'll clear with KI5DAY. And before we close out the net here, are there any other stations that would like to get on the log before we do so? Please call now.
Yeah, this is Kilo Juliet 5 Alpha Tango Alpha, the network control. I'd like to make a comment.
KJ5ATA, KE8VZA. Go ahead there, guy.
Yeah, Eric, I just want to say something about that Captain Crunch. You know, all of a sudden I'm kind of hungry for it, and I may have to go to the store and buy a box of it because it's been a while since I've had it, and now all of a sudden I'm jonesing for Captain Crunch. I'm trying to visualize, you know, his island and a sea of milk and all of that, and it's to me, all of a sudden it's sounding rather tasty. And I had that answer correct. So, yeah, I'm good with it. Anyways, just something to say there. Get the munchies all of a sudden. I don't know what that means, but anyways. Yeah, okay. That's enough for me tonight. So, back to network control. This is KJ5ATA. Good night, network.
All right, Guy. You know, I haven't had that cereal in many, many years, and I can taste it right now. And if I had some, I would eat it, and maybe have to swing by the store at some point. But, you know, the dangerous thing is, in that same section is their other cereal they make, the Crunch Berries, and I like that one too. Haven't had that one in decades either, but mighty tasty. I remember as a kid eating it so fast that it's very crunchy and has sharp edges, and it would kind of rip up your mouth if you weren't careful. But anyway, so be careful if you get some. And good to hear you tonight, Guy. Thanks for the comments. Very good. We'll clear with KJ5ATA. So we'll make this last call for the Beacon Net tonight. I'm KE8VZA, Net Control. If you'd like to get on the log before we close the net down, please call now.
RMY.
All right, last station. I heard RMY. I didn't hear the rest of your call. If you could please repeat.
KB9 RMY.
All right, I copied KD9RMY, as in Kilo Delta 9 Romeo Mike Yankee. Go ahead, Brian. What do you have for us tonight?
Kilo Bravo, KB9 RMY. This is Nick.
QSL, copy Kilo Bravo 9 Romeo Mike Yankee Nick. Sorry about that. Go ahead, Nick. What do you have for the net tonight?
I don't really spot. I have got a new Zoom spot and have been working all week long to get the various networks set up. And the TGIF was one that I stumbled upon. And this is my first contact with my portable using the TGIF network. I'm a little confused because I watched a video and put 777 in as the talk group and activated it, and it was scanning. And I heard you guys, and I noticed the talk group number is quite longer than Grandmeister. So I think I've got a conversion challenge I'll have to do as I set up a contacts list.
right, Nick. Well, hey, congrats on the new device there, and enjoy exploring it as well. All of that is over my head at this point. Some things I want to check out there, but for sure it's some future point. But whatever you did, you're getting through to us. And you have anything else for us tonight?
No, I was monitoring. I wasn't sure I could talk back to you guys, so I appreciate me having the opportunity to jump in and converse with you guys. And I'll say 7-3, so I'm going to go back to the programming on my radio and see if I can add a couple other talk groups and connect to this TGIF network. I appreciate it. 7-3s, KB9 RMY.
All right, very good, Nick. Well, thanks for reaching out to us tonight, and you're sounding very good on this end. And good luck with the programming. And come back and join us if you feel like it. We're here every Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern and Wednesday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. So we'll clear with KB9 RMY and 73 Nick. And that brings us to the end of the log here, the end of the net. And I'd just like to say thank you to all of our check-ins tonight and anyone out there listening. This is KE8VZA with the Beacon Net in Doylestown, Ohio. And everyone have a great evening. And we'll say 7-3 and return this repeater to normal amateur use. This is KE8VZA, 7-3.
W8WKY.